on the other end of it. It's like, man.
The number 8 and the number 66 are fighting hard for P2 here. 8 not trying. Oh, and they door bang a little bit right there. Ellswick probably able to get the run.
Ellswick has the run on the outside.
8 still not letting go. 66 riding that middle line, seeing if he can go ahead and take it home.
Coming to the white.
Final lap, ladies and gentlemen. It's a dragneck battle for the second place here. 8, 66 side by side, coming in for the last lap here.
66 still side by side with the 8. He's gonna get the drive down off the hill. The 8's gonna try to work him up the track, try to take that line away from him. The 66 still rolling off the top. The 8's gonna get a little tight here. He's gonna drive to the bottom. The 66 is gonna be a drag race to the finish line, and it goes low.
Oh, close finish. Ellswick goes ahead and takes that second place, but our winner, Thomas Coonan, coming out and dominating this race at Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with only 3 laps on the clock. Green, white, checkered 75 is going to be taking the front. Back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. Huge jump for that 75, as he's been doing all night long. Making it difficult for that 76 to try to catch up to him in a couple laps. Let's see what happens here. We're coming back in. Here we go. White flag is out. No more cautions, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is going to be the end of the race. 76. 75 pushing hard. 76. 39 is now catching up. Here we go. 75 takes it home here at Bristol for the VFW Serre PA 54. White flag is out. Final lap here in Atlanta for the Mad 150. And 3 wide in the back. Hold it together, boys. Hold it together. Oh, no! Oh!
Oh, he's on his ring.
Oh! Gentlemen, back to green flag racing here at Richmond. 3 to go. These guys are going to battle it out.
Crackhead with a real good restart. Simple got a heck of a jump on the out.
Coming around for 2 to go. Brown looking for that 48. Fought his way back up to the front. He's on his inside, looking on his inside. 48 blocking right there. Oh,
Crackhead better be ready. He's gonna.
He tapped him. He did. He tapped him. And that is going to be a win for the number 10 of A. Brown, tapping the number 48. 48 is not going to be happy trying to take him out right there after the race. Looking forward to seeing what these guys got. Tash has been up front all day. She's been doing a great job. Here we go, 3 to go. Green, white, checkered. Green flag. Number 5 is going to take us out. 12 looking on the outside of the number 5. A little early to be looking, but he's looking.
Walt needs help.
Yeah, it looks like he was about to jump out there and help Walt. Most likely, if Walt gets too close, 12 is going to wind up jumping out to that outside line, expectedly. Caswell back up in that 17, back up in the 4th spot. He's not looking to lose anything.
Oh, 3 trucks to the outside.
Number 17 of Caswell looking to push back up front again. They're going to be with Walter and that 71 back there. 71. John Van Blaircom. That's... Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, they took the white flag.
The white, they took the white flag? That was a white flag? It was. We're going racing.
Happy Tuesday night, everyone. Tuning into the GECE NASCAR channel here on YouTube. We are live from Autoclub Speedway here for the THDesigns Truck Series for the Revlimit Workshop 240. I am Shane Cochran. Here in the booth with me is Joe Barrow, rocking race control. Joe, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm on the right side of the dirt, so I can't complain.
Nothing wrong with that. We're also going to be joined by Dusty Haynes. I think he might have just stepped away, but he'll be back in the booth with us in a little bit. We're here for 120 laps. We got one stage coming at lap 48, 60% fuel as usual. That's going to put our fuel window somewhere between 20 and 22 laps, which means you're probably going to need 2 stops just to make it through this first stage, and then a little more after that. We are just about wrapped up qualifying as drivers are making their way back into the pits. We're going to be lining up for the grid here in just a moment. Last week I was not able to watch, but it looked like we had a great race at Daytona. Joe, what'd you think of that one?
Yeah, it was a good race. It had its moments. Showed a lot of potential in the drivers, and the first race jitters, things happen. It's Daytona too, so you know how that goes. But it was a good race all around though, and I'm excited to see what they do here at Auto Club. With temperatures are kind of high, a little on the high side. I think track temps at 120.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm showing 106 at least right now as the race is getting
Oh,
started.
it cooled off, yeah.
80 degrees in the air is also a pretty big gust of wind, 12 miles an hour. Let's see if that changes the style of the front stretch versus the back stretch. Again, we are just waiting on the last few drivers to get in their cars.
Yeah, I am back.
And we are joined by Dusty Haynes in the booth. Dusty, how you doing?
Pretty good. Feeling a little bit better now, but
All
excited
right.
excited and looking forward to this race. Hoping it's going to be a good one, clean one, and hopefully everybody has fun at the end of it.
Yeah, as we take a look back at the grid from the pace car, it looks like the 42 of John Anthony is on pole. He's joined by his Skidmark Motorsports teammate Craig Head there in the 33. So it's a Skidmark sweep of the front row. Looks like we have just one more driver to hit the grid, and then we will run through our starting lineup here at Auto Club. Last week's winner, Michael Boyd, going to start third. Try to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, we have a couple of new guys that was running up front. Pretty much all of Daytona. Boyd being one of them.
And we are off. We're going to run through our starting grid here on row 1. As we said, John Anthony and Craig Head. Michael Boyd in third. Kyle Simmons rounding out the second row. Then it's Jonah Seawright and Walt Sahadak on row 3. We've got Abo Saeed and Weibel in row 4. Jamie Griffin, 2-time GEC champion, joining the Truck Series this season. Ryan Jones in 10th. Aaron Yancey and Hayes going to be in row 6. That's Scotty Yancey and Kiernan going to be in row 7. Then McMillan and Chapman make up row 8. Culleton and Park Stanford, in row 9. Then Sellers and Featherston rounding out your top 20. It's going to be Como and Childs in row 11. Luno and Weaver in row 12. Faria and Shrek, row 13. Hammond and Dusty, you're showing on the grid. I know you're not in the race. You're in the booth with us, but you would have started in the 14th row. Then we got Setzer and Kahn rounding out our 30 car or truck grid. And there they go. Pace car jumps to pit road. So they come through the Geico start zone, and we are underway. John Anthony leading the field to green. Here, the Revlimit Workshop 240. This is a long race. It's even long just to get to that first stage break. I'm hoping to see a lot of patience here as Anthony slips up, rides up to the wall. He's going to lose first position to the 33. Craighead pulls ahead, takes the lead. Now they get out of being 3 wide on the backstretch. But here at Autoclub, there's about 16 lanes to drive in the turns, so you're going to see a lot of side-by-side action here as Craighead tries to pull away from the field.
Did a pretty good job of it so far.
Oh, you had to jinx it. 53 of Wyville. That's where that one started. It looks like Jamie Griffin caught up in it. The 25 with contact as well. We're going to go back and take a look at what happened there. Like I said, I think it started with that 53 truck and only got worse from there. Seeing some drivers with black flags, too. A lot going on here. Let's jump back a lap with the 53s. They came across the finish line. He came across the nose of, that is the 5 truck of Jamie Griffin. That is a rough welcome back to the truck series for Jamie, as he is hard into the wall, likely going to need that fast repair right away. And Craighead, already with a huge lead, going to have to get backed up to the field again. We'll see if Anthony can do a better job getting into turns 1 and 2 now that he's got some heat in those tires. Again, we thank everybody tuning in on YouTube. You got a driver you're pulling for, you got some predictions for the race, let us know in the live chat. We want to know who the fan favorite is here tonight.
Speaking about who you're pulling for, I think we forgot again to pick a driver.
Ooh. Why don't we go ahead and do that now? We'll start with you, Dusty, since it was your idea. Who you got?
I got to pick my buddy Kyle. I got to. He works hard, and he's feeling way more comfortable tonight here than he has the last couple days, so I think he's going to be able to pull something.
Sounds good. I'm gonna do a repeat pick. I pick Walt over and over, and he almost pulls it off there at the end of last season. So I'm gonna go with that 00 truck of Walt Sahadak. Of course, Walt runs our Laughing Llama wraps, one of our associate sponsors here at GEC. He always has a sharp-looking machine out on track. Tonight is no exception.
He's also a great guy to work with when you're getting a paint job. I've had a couple of them made in my past, and every one of them he's sent me little revisions and little like pictures so that way I know what I'm getting, so we're all on the same page. And he's a very, very good guy to work with when you're trying to get paint jobs made.
Checking in on Jamie Griffin. He's still on pit road. I guess opting not to take that fast repair, trying to keep it in the bank. Make some repairs here. Go ahead and take a look at, see who made some repairs. Looks like a couple drivers. Park Stanford in for 14 seconds. Wyville just 1 second. There are repairs. We know Jamie made some as well. Come back 1 to green there at the line. And drivers are going to get side by side. I'm showing Wyville still has a black flag on top of whatever repairs he needed from that accident. Not exactly sure what that's from, but we'll have to keep an eye on that 53 truck. Well, so far, biggest mover of the race going to be Scotty Yancey. Up 6 positions from the start in 7th, riding there in the top 10. So we see Craighead taking a detour down the backstretch, just stretching his legs, I assume.
Got a 68 in the pits.
Yeah, McMillan. He might have picked up some damage there, opting to come in and take care of it. Not sure why else he'd be on pit road at this point. Unless he's just topping off on fuel, which isn't a terrible idea, Joe. We mentioned the window going to be 20 to 22 laps. He might be able to make it the stage on one stop from here with a top off, but he is going to be well behind the field as they come back through the Geico restart zone. Take that green flag again. See Kiernan jumping 3 wide already up near the wall as Craighead takes the lead again, this time as the leader. And a track like Autoclub, it really takes you a lap and a half or so to really pick up some speed. A little bit of contact there between Sellers and Chapman. Sellers going to dive low. Don't look now. Here comes the 92 of Hammond. He is slicing and dicing through the field. He's now up 13 positions from the start of the race for that 92 truck.
Yeah, he's flying. He's making that bottom work real well.
We see the drivers on the move already. Hammond, Sellers, Kahn, Como, and Yancey all making their way to the front. But Yancey is the only one in the top 10 right now. He's going to dive and look under Sahadak in the 00. As we mentioned, there comes Wyville to pit road, serving that black flag. It's not going to be the end of his night. We know he got the stage coming if he can just maintain as the only car a lap down and get that lucky dog be back in it before too long. Up front, John Anthony in the 42 is tracking down Craighead. That last lap, he was 0.3 faster and turned the fastest lap of the race so far, 41.58. Seawright, the other truck on track with a fast lap. He is sitting around 6th position right now. Nancy looking inside of the 6 of Kiernan. Gonna have to give it up there. He's got Sellers right behind him and Chapman. And we've got a 3-4 car battle a little further back. David Culleton, Alec Luno, Featherston, and Hayes. 2x2. This looks like some really smart, clean racing. Oh, and I had to say it, didn't I? The 62. Yeah. Or I think it's a 64. Trying to go 3 wide, got loose. Was able to keep it out of the 82 and the 50. This battle is heating up here as we got 5 trucks stuck together.
Yeah, you got 5 trucks there and 5 trucks with a pack that Walt's running in. There's 2 little packs that are racing.
Oh, as we see
They
Yancey
just
get a little
single file
loose.
back out.
Walt's going to get on by for 7th. Hammond in the 92 continues to march forward in that Goodwrench Service Plus Silverado. Let's just take a look at his night so far. It's only going up and only getting better for the 92. Ryan Jones in the 43 battling there with Kyle Simmons in the 74. That's a battle for 4th. Up front, pretty much more of the same. Craighead is leading. Anthony is chasing, keeping a gap of about 3 to 4 tenths as we complete lap 12. Showing a couple drivers off track. Now we got Shrek on pit road.
Like
I think he had a
96
crash.
and 25 got into each other. 25 got into the rear of 96. Almost sent him down through pit lane.
Take a look.
In lap 12. Lap 12 going to lap 13 there.
It looks
I
like
tried watching it, but my feed went all messy trying to watch it.
Oh, looks like the
Blacked out
23
for me.
with issues. I think he's already had some contact there.
Yeah, he's got a little damage.
Check on Como in the 96 truck driving for Racing Edge. Yeah, gets maybe a little help from that truck behind him down through the grass. Keeps it going straight. What a save.
Don't look now, but Hammond's knocking on the door. Top 3 or top 5, sorry.
I'm showing him in 6th on my screen, but he is still moving forward. You're right. Got ahead of Walt and Seawright. So we check in on Jamie. He is battling here. I mean, this is 3-4 wide. So I think he might have had a little bit of contact with Childs. Now Culleton going to go around the outside.
She's getting back at him for all the times he forgot to acknowledge all the girls in the party.
We're not all guys out here, Jamie.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of experience in that 5 truck, but he is paying his dues tonight. Riding in 20th. But I'm sure by the end of the race, we'll see that decision to do the repairs instead of taking the fast repair is probably going to pay off for him, assuming that's what he did.
He's still got a little damage. It's probably keeping him back there.
He's going to get a little push here.
There he is.
The 81 of Weaver. Up front, Hammond getting the 2-for-1 special, going around Simmons and Jones as they were side-by-side battling, and now behind them, Sahadak and Seawright joining the party.
Oh no, we got one off on the backstretch. Was that Hayes?
81.
No, that's Nate. It's Mr. Weaver.
Weaver, let's go
Oh
back.
no.
He's already sideways by then. Let's back it up.
No caution either.
Looks like he just gets loose all on his own, trying to keep it low. Looks like there was a truck in front of him that was also getting loose. I wonder if that was kind of a jerk reaction.
Hold on, I gotta get my pick.
Oh yeah, who's your pick?
I gotta go with my boy Blue, aka Jamie Griffin. I'm just glad to see him back out there.
Yeah, it is. Jamie been carrying the load for the league, making sure we always have a live broadcast.
Oh,
Here, we've got a caution.
Walt 7, Yancey.
Let's go back and... Oh! Gonna start with Kiernan, it looks like. Let's back that up. Take another look. Kiernan and Seawright, I believe.
That's the situation.
Yeah.
I'm all off now. Let's see if we can get this back. There we go. Yeah, Kiernan comes up. It looks like they just got tight. Then the 7 and the 00 both involved there. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it looks like.
Almost looks like Kiernan had slowed down before that. Or Seawright just got a huge run on the outside. Or maybe a little bit of both. Right there, the 6 seems to slow up, and then he just gets tight on exit. If you don't take care of the tires here at Autoclub, it doesn't take very long for them to give up on you and send you tight into the wall just like that.
Do well, right, bro?
Yes.
So, Cameron Craighead leading 18 laps. That's everyone tonight so far. We still have over 100 laps to go in the race, but just about 29 to the end of the stage. So we're going to see, I'm assuming everyone's going to be coming to pit road right here, whether it's for repairs, tires, fuel, or all of the above.
Probably all of the above.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure there's any choices on strategy-wise. You're going to want 4 tires. You're going to want a full tank of fuel. And then I would anticipate if this stays green, guys and gals are going to take maybe fuel only towards the end of the stage, because this is going to put you maybe 6 laps short of finishing the stage, so I don't think that's worth putting tires on.
Giles up front first out of the pits.
Number of drivers staying for a little extra duct tape. And you mentioned it, Dusty. New leader, the 28. Jessica Childs.
I just watched her run through the pits, and I believe she may have missed her pit box.
Well, that's not the way you want to take the lead. We'll see if she comes back down right here. It looks like that is going to be the case.
Yep, she's coming back down.
Me and Kyle Simmons had the same kind of thing happen in a different league in an ARCA car, where we just didn't realize what lap it was for pacing, and we both found ourselves at the very front in front of a bunch of guys way faster than us with no fuel or tires.
Yeah,
so it was definitely a learning experience.
Just like we thought, and you said, Dusty, yeah, missing her stop there on that time through. So now as we look through, it looks like Scott Yancey, he might have gone on a 2-tire strategy. And that'll be the first experiment of the night. We'll see if he maintains speed for that track position he gained, or if he starts dropping back through the field. We do have a full tire and fuel run left in this stage. And again, let's take a look at our biggest movers. Right now it's Kahn and Setzer. And Sellers, Luno, and Chapman, all of them gaining double-digit positions since the start of the race, with Chapman now up into 6th.
My bad, I didn't know that.
Racing with Dirty South Racing. And those Skidmark boys are holding that front row down.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, we take a look at the 4 Skidmark Motorsports trucks out there. Craighead and Anthony 1 and 2, and then Kiernan and Childs both having issues here in the last few laps, so they're going to be needing to charge back to the front. as that pace car hits pit road again. We're going to be heading back to Green Flag Racing here at Autoclub with the GECE NASCAR.
Craighead with a big lead.
Oh, we got a car going around. That's the 4 and the 50 involved. Setzer. Not exactly what you want to see on a restart.
I just heard that was making the highlight reel.
Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of drivers caught up in that one. Looks like Faria might have gotten the worst of it. Nose into the wall. A couple of drivers making their way through. One more time following Kiernan. And you know what? I think we're going to want to go back here and ride along with that 5 truck, because he has about 20 cars go off his nose. So we ride along with Jamie Griffin. You can see just a really awkward restart for everyone. And there they go. He makes contact with the 50 and the 92, but ultimately makes it through. Dodging bullets, taking hopefully just a minimal damage there. So Setzer, Kiernan, Hammond, Faria, all involved in that one. Looks like Griffin and Culleton are going to hit pit road. McMillan as well. Yeah, pretty exciting race so far. It's a Haydack on pit road. Jamie gonna head back out. Looks like we got Lons in the chat cheering for Jamie. Christian Gomez pulling for Team Hammond and Kahn. I think Hammond picking up some damage in that last one. He's coming off pit road now, but he was in there for a while.
Probably fix to watch him go through the field again. I think he took his damage. I don't think he's got too much. I don't see any at all anymore.
And it looks like Scott Yancey is out of the race. McMillan down pit road again. So look at who's made the most repairs. So far it's Weaver, over 2 minutes. Damage repaired. Haydack with 1.5 minutes. You can see just how many people have been caught up in a little bit of something tonight. And that's hurting their running position right now. But, you know, I'm actually a little surprised didn't see more people come down pit road and top off on fuel. I think if you're playing your strategy right, you should be able to make it to the end of the stage from here. Here we go. We got a couple more race fans poured in the chat now. Real Talk Productions cheering for Team Alejandro and Khan. Luis Mercado saying, let's go Abu Said. Gonna win this thing. Barrow, what are you doing in the chat?
I'm not. I don't know what you mean. What you talking about? Stirring the pot.
All right, we're going to jump on board with Michael Boyd for this restart. Starting on the inside of row 2.
That was a no claim.
There he goes. Pretty clean, at least for Boyd. As Craighead pulls out into the lead once again.
So you want me to clear it?
I'll get it.
3 wide. Back here, the battle for 15th. Childs, Yancey, Hammond, and Park Stanford. That 92 truck thinking about going to the middle 3 wide. Instead, he's going to drop it all the way to the bottom under Yancey. Looks like he's going to pass them both. Check in on Alec Luno. He's up 13 positions from the start of the race. And there's that Hayes loose behind him. Chapman also on the move, up 11 positions. Oh, Seawright in the wall. Looks like he got just a smidge loose on exit. Had to save it. Gonna lose a spot or 2 here, but I don't think that hurt that 13 truck. And here comes Hammond making that low line work. Just got by Featherston. Now working on Kahn. Hammond, the fastest truck on the track right now. Battles all through the field. Is now Chapman and Simmons get side by side just in front of Jones. We got more race fans pouring in the live chat, pulling for Abu Saeed, Khan, and Hammond. These guys need to pick a team name already. I didn't see him in the team channel. Ooh, Simmons catches the wall.
Wonder how much that's going to happen Thursday.
Probably quite a bit.
I have a feeling I'm going to do it quite a bit myself.
Yep.
82 of Hayes and 64 of Luno side by side. Then just behind them, it's Abu Saeed and Hammond. We knew Hammond would be on the move.
He's picking up about 2 positions every lap.
Take a
He's
look
going to do it here again.
at his chart. You can just see how he made it all the way up to the top 5 and then had to get repairs. Pitted twice for repairs. He's moving his way back towards the front. Wesley Lynch in the chat looking for track information. Thought he ought to know by now. This is Autoclub Speedway, a 2-mile track. Track temp now up to 106, air temp 80. Doing 120 laps.
I have it at 117 for some reason. Is that start that it shows on there? It don't generate?
Oh, I don't know. We got a car off the track. Who was that? Como? He went off track, but kept it straight. Yeah, I'm not sure, Joe. I think one of our overlays or data sources must be frozen to the start of the race, and the other one must be changing.
It's 100 and something degrees.
It's hot.
It's hot enough to melt them after a few laps.
Up front, Michael Boyd has moved into second position ahead of John Anthony. He's going to work on tracking down your leader of Craighead. As we mentioned, Boyd already with one win this season, stamped his ticket to the playoffs as soon as possible. Boyd out of Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah, he said in his post-race interview that it was gonna. Jamie was talking to him about how, man, now maybe you can relax a little bit and just go out there and have fun. He was like, yeah, I can get super aggressive and just, it doesn't matter. I could really push it, and he was ready. It fired him up, and he was ready to go even more by then, locking himself in, no problem.
Simmons
getting a little loose,
driving this 74 like a dirt car.
Yeah,
with those rear tires kicked out, making passes. He's now got the 92 on his bumper. We jump on board with Kyle Simmons. You can see him 3 wide, a couple cars back. Make that 4, maybe 5. Oh, Como couldn't decide where to go. That's going to bring out our 4th caution. Jump back and take a look at that one. Here for the 96 truck. Oh, it's already happening there. Looks like the 82 checks up a little bit, trying to hold that low line and stay out of Sellers. And then Como tries to figure out which lane to take, and the truck just goes around on him and collects, is that the 10, the 47, the 28, all in that one. Como out of, I'm going to try this one, Penetanguishene, Ontario. I'll have to check with him after the race if I got that one right. And this is where I do think pit strategy is going to be in play here. Everyone probably needs to stop to make it to the end here. There might be a couple drivers. Maybe McMillan. We've seen him come down and top off a couple times. I think he could potentially stay out here, take the track position, and see if he can hold it till the end of the stage. But I think most people are going to be coming down pit road. We're just going to have to wait and see how many tires they take. As it looks like the 7 of Yancey going to stay out. Maybe try his luck. I was watching the broadcast last week. And for a second, it took me a while to figure out what was on this truck. And then I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the Eye of Sauron from the Lord of the Rings, and that looks to be correct. That was a sharp-looking paint scheme, especially the hood there. So everybody else going to be rolling off pit road. Looks like there were a handful of drivers that stayed out. Kiernan and Faria. The 6 and the 66. They last pitted on lap 19. That means they have already driven 16. I don't think, unless they were saving that whole run, I don't think they're going to be able to make it to the end of the stage, but they might give it a go here. '66 still showing some damage on that right front fender. One of those earlier incidents. Joshua joining us out of Cincinnati. We had mentioned the 9 truck of Yancey was actually out of the race at one point. He has gotten back in the truck, back out on track. Just caught the lucky dog. Also out of Cincinnati. So it's going to be Aaron Yancey and Kiernan on the front row for this restart. So we are coming down the backstretch, coming back to green. Good time to reach in the cooler, get yourself a nice fresh beverage here to catch the end of stage 1. Not a lot of drivers leading laps here tonight. It's been pretty much all Cameron Craighead. Now Yancey leading a couple under caution. He's going to be the leader on this restart. Craighead all the way back in 9th. So we'll see the top 3 on old tires. Did not stop under the caution. Everybody else down pit road for either 2 or 4 tires. We'll take a look at that in just a minute as Kiernan gets loose, and now Faria down into the grass. I'm not sure. That almost looked like somebody trying to avoid a wreck for a frozen screen or something like that. And you can see what fresh tires will do for you. Kiernan already dropping back through the field. Michael Boyd already on the bumper of the 7. Yancey didn't even get a whole lap to himself before the 21 has taken the lead down low. We've got 10 laps to the end of the stage. I think fresh tires is going to be the winning choice this time around. You've got Seawright moving his way up. Yancey actually fighting back on the bottom. Gonna try the slide job here in turn 1. I don't think those old tires are gonna let him do it. And while those two are battling, here comes Craighead. 3 wide on the bottom to the lead. How about that?
It's like after that restart, I can't remember the number of that one car. The one that was at the bottom, he ended up spinning his tires. But it looks like that's what we checked up.
We are almost 4 or 5 wide. Anthony getting loose on exit. We got to take a look at those pit stop stats. We saw the last time Yancey was on pit road was 20 laps ago. Michael Boyd took the lead early, but he's on 2 tires, and now Craighead and Hammond have taken the lead away, and they're battling side by side. We've seen Hammond have speed all night, just not the track position. This is racing. Oh, we've got another caution. They're on lap 40. Looks like Sellers involved. We take a look at that one again. Racing here with the 43 and the 64. And the 1 truck just gets loose. And then gets just a little bit of help from the 43 as he tries to straighten it out. And I think if you're one of those drivers that didn't pit that last time, you've got to be coming down pit road now. Talking about the 7 of Yancey. I mean, he's the only driver that stayed out that's still in the top 10. Kiernan dropped all the way back to 12th. And we saw Fario with issues on the restart, either spinning the tires or worse. Wow, that was just, I mean, we're not even at the end of stage 1. We just saw a 3 wide pass for the lead. Craighead said, I like it up here. I want to be back in front. Right now, I don't think any of our picks are even in the top 10.
I don't believe so, no. So the curse is true?
Nah. I can't. I'm pretty good at my picks now. Don't let me down, Jamie. No pressure.
Yeah, Griffin on pit road, still trying to finish up those repairs from an earlier incident. And then a little more contact later on. Simmons also sitting there on pit road getting some repairs done, as well as Culleton, Faria, Sellers, and Childs. Craighead just looking tremendously strong up front. I think the pass, we saw the 92 get by him, but the caution was already out, so Craighead going to retain the lead here under caution. And I believe we'll be getting 1 to green here, which should set us up for a 5-lap sprint to the end of the stage. Now the live chat really alive down there. Hammond, Khan,
Future of the league.
Yancey, Al Saeed, everybody getting some cheers right now. Take a look, see if we can see. These are all the drivers not officially listed on a team roster just yet. Hammond, Abba Saeed, and Khan. It sounds like they're already planning to join up. All doing pretty good tonight. So with 42 laps in the book, like I said, we're going to have a 5-lap race to the end of the stage here. We still have 25 drivers on the lead lap. Still 27 drivers on the track. We're going to ride along with Hammond on this restart. Oh, still 1 more to go, maybe? Delayed.
Yeah.
I was getting all excited.
He's in there giving his strategy away, and he's got his buttons messed up. He's talking over the radio, and he's trying to talk to his team, and he's giving out information.
Whoops. Man, that reminds me of many seasons ago when there were only maybe 10 or 12 of us. I joined back then we all just sat in one Discord channel during the race, or most people did. I didn't, and I joined it and muted myself for a race. There's a restart where I'm pretty sure you and Jamie were like, we got to figure out, we're going to beat Cochran here on this restart if we all work together and time it out. And nobody knew I was listening, so. then I think the next week we all started having private chats.
Yeah.
As we take a look again, Craighead dominating the laps led, 40 on the night. Yancey picked up 3. Michael Boyd got 1 there before Craighead took the lead back. Here we go. Like I said, we're going to ride along with Hammond on this restart. Craighead again with a great start, but the 92 is right there. Michael Boyd down low. Again, I think Boyd is on those older tires, or just 2 tires instead of 4. Just doesn't quite have the grip of Craighead and Hammond. McMillan, we saw the 68 truck on pit road over and over, taking care of repairs, topping off on fuel. Here he is riding in 6th position. Gonna pick him up some stage points, hopefully. Usually we've got a lot of IT and out teammates in the race. Tonight, just Robert McMillan riding in 6th in the 68. Looking to get around Seawright. Oh, they almost touch. That's going to let Hayes by on the bottom. Still 3 wide. Sahadak trying to find his way through. McMillan going to jump up and block the 13's clean air.
Give him all the dirty air.
Try to use that momentum to get by the 82, who's still fighting down low. Meanwhile, Hammond and Craighead side by side again. Is Hammond going to let him have it there on entry? We've got 2 laps to go here in stage 1 of the Revlimit Workshop 240. Craighead holding steady. Looks like that high line is the preferred line here tonight. 33 just barely scrapes the wall. You can feel the 92 licking his lips. Trying to decide when to make his move as we hit the last lap of the stage. It's now or never to get that stage win for the 92.
Down there. Oh, is he going to try to... Oh, ew.
Didn't quite get there. I don't think he's going to have the momentum for another run here in 3 and 4.
Nope. He might. Nah, not enough. And
they're side by side, though.
Stage.
Closer than I was expecting. There is Craighead leading 44 of the first 49 laps and taking the stage win. So you run through as Hammond, Anthony, Boyd, McMillan, Hayes, Sahadak, Yancey, Jones, and Seawright are your top 10. We had 5 cautions for cause there in the first stage. You know, Daytona is always a great way to start the season, but this is really kind of the first kind of normal, regular, whatever you want to call it, the meat and potatoes of the season are tracks like this where you're trying to get clean air in the turns, trying to draft down the straights. Autoclub.
Got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, Autoclub now one of those, what do you call it, like a vampire track? Dead in real life. Still
live
living
and
here.
well in the sim.
So looks like just about everybody coming down pit road. All with the exception of the 7, Aaron Yancey. Jamie always says Yancey. I'm pretty sure it's Yancey.
I say Yancey.
They didn't. We did a name check in the drivers' meeting. I didn't get corrected on Yancey,
Yeah.
so I think that's what it is. I'll tell you what. In a league I've been doing all year, we're in race 24. We had a guy get interviewed on the podium and tell us we got his name wrong the whole season. It's like, you could have told us earlier, man.
That's
And he's one of the sponsors too, so we were saying the sponsor wrong. All right, Gilligirl in the chat confirming it is Yan, not Jan. Got people getting personal in the chat, telling people they're Cowboys fans. There's no need for
There's no
no need for stuff like that.
Violations.
I know Ellswick is listening. I think he's a Cowboys fan too, but we would let him race anyway.
Yeah.
Take a look. We got a Yancey Motorsports front row right now. They're using pit strategy to do it.
They've been hot for these two races here.
Speaking of hot, let's take a closer look at this Dew Crew paint scheme here on the 66. That thing got it all turned up. So, let's take a look at the pit strategy. Drivers doing all kinds of different stuff here. This time we got the Yancey and Faria on the front row. They took 4 tires, but they did it 9 laps ago before the stage. Craighead and Hammond both opting to take fuel only. And Anthony taking 2 tires. Luno with 4. Abu Saeed getting some track position there with a fuel-only stop. Then everybody behind him saw how great 4 tires performed there at the end of the stage, and that's what they want to do. So this will be really interesting as we see our fastest drivers of the night on old tires. Not that old, but see if they can hold on to it. They're still going to have to get around that 7 truck first to get the lead as Pace Truck comes down pit road again. We are green flag racing for stage 2 at Autoclub. We got somebody with an issue. I think that's Scotty Yancey in the 9. Got loose and pulled down low. Stay out of the way. So Yancey with a pretty good restart. His teammate in the 66, not so much. Losing ground there on the outside as Hayes gets loose. Saves it. You got Hammond and Sahadak. Then Boyd and Anthony 2x2. Then up in front of them, it's Craighead and Yancey side by side. The 33 scraping the wall, going to take the lead back. That's going to be the 45th lap he's led tonight. Looking to add to that total. Some great racing all through the field. Everybody keeping it clean, keeping it fun. So we got a 4-wide battle right here for 10th.
I was going to say, look who just broke into 10th in top 10.
Yeah, that 66 car, I almost feel like you can still see the damage on the right fender. He is not carrying the same speed as all of these trucks around him. I love the gamble to get out front, but I think tires would have been the decision. Maybe some repairs too, by the looks of it. Look at this rat's nest. Three wide. Everybody right on top of each other. Trying to get around the 66, trying to get around the guys they're racing. Seawright tags the wall. Oh, there they go. Oh, the 64 and the 25. That's Parks Stanford and Alec Luno.
I have no caution.
No caution. That is not going to help them out
At all.
That's a fast repair, maybe a fast repair and a half for that contact. As Michael,
fast repair and a tow.
As now Boyd has taken the lead from Craighead. We talked about it. He's on 4 tires, already up to the lead. Put that in your crew chief notebook. That's the second time tonight when the field went and spread out on strategy that 4 tires dominated the decisions. Again, Michael Boyd, last week's winner at Daytona, looking to go back-to-back. So we've got 66 laps remaining here in the Revlimit workshop. 240 with the THDesigns Truck Series on GEC NASCAR. And he's pulling away.
He is. He's running about a half a second faster than everyone else there, right, as of this moment. Oh,
Who was that?
Jamie off to the inside there.
Yeah, he caught it.
He
I think
did.
That's about the 10th truck tonight we've seen do that. Get loose off of 2. And use that giant backstretch apron to collect it and keep going. Jamie running 11th right now. Simmons tags the wall behind him in the 74. He's got Chapman to his inside. Oh, Wesley Lynch saying that 66 paint scheme looks like a throwback to Fruit Chew. I can see that. Craighead now back under fire from the 7 truck, who's got that outside lane and momentum, and he's going to tag the wall, though, and lose that spot back. Aiden Como in the 96. He's had a number of issues tonight. Rex, contact.
7 and outside wall.
Oh, and he is slow as Sahadak makes his way around him.
He may have some wheel damage. He smacked it pretty hard.
Oh, and there's another driver.
No.
That's Chapman in the wall. Again,
Everybody saves it.
contact after contact. No caution. Seller's going to go by. Oh, and that truck is not
He's
turning.
got run in. Yeah, he's not. He's in the outside wall.
Oh, he's not going to make it to pit road before the yellow comes out. We've got other cars and trucks involved. The 42 of Anthony, he's been running up front all day since the start of the race. He's got contact. We're going to have to go back and look at that one in just a moment. A number of drivers off track avoiding it as well. Take a look. My replay director tonight is just missing the wrecks every time we jump over. So there he's got the 43 and the 5. Oh, and Yancey's in the wall as well. And they all just, that's one of those things where the 43 has no idea that 7 truck is checking up in front of them. He's pedaled to the floor, but the 42 is being a little bit cautious, lifting just ever so slightly, and they get together. Surprised? I mean, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised that it took that long for a caution to come out. So we saw a number of trucks making contact with the wall. Now we've got another split decision about heading to pit road. I mean, I feel like the obvious speed decision is to come down and get 4 tires. But this is a long race. This is our 7th caution of the night, and we're only halfway through.
Yeah, they got, what, 60 left?
You better be counting your tires and making sure you have some for the end.
How many have you used in the first 60? You only got 6, 7 including set your own.
So that might be what it's coming down to now. Like we saw Hammond and Craighead use 4 tires to do well at the end of the stage and then have to do fuel only maybe to save a set for later, and that hurt them as Boyd was able to capitalize. We'll take a look at the pit strategy again. So we've got Wyville, Featherston, Kiernan staying out. 10-lap old tires. But they got all 4. Now I've got Boyd and Simmons taking fuel only. So that puts them basically on the same tires as the guys in front of them. And then it's going to be Craighead, who after that last restart said, I want 4 tires for sure. Zahadak taking 2, Como taking 2, Childs with 2, and then a mismatch on back. 4 and 2 seem to be the most popular choices this time around. So it's Weibel of Dirty South Racing, teammates with Michael Boyd and Chapman. DSR established 2013. They've been going a while then.
Yeah.
Featherston there in second. He's up 18 spots. Been on a journey here tonight, bouncing between around 20th and raced his way up to trying to crack into the top 10. Then just kind of bouncing around here through all of these cautions, and now up to second, using some pit strategy to stay out. See what he can do. He's already taken 4 tires 3 times, so you know he's got 3 sets left. Probably not a... Again, I think the long-term play here is you got to save some tires for the end, because whoever has 4 tires on the final restart tonight is probably going to win. And there we go. The 53 is off. Green flag in the air. We're racing again at Autoclub Speedway. Here in the Revlimit Workshop 240. Kiernan up to second. There's a truck down on the apron. Driving slow. I think that was the 66. I'm not sure who that was. Either way, we're 3 wide already. Simmons down low. Boyd in the middle. Kiernan up high. Now Simmons going to drop back. Featherston tries to fight back on the high side. Back behind him there. I can't even count how many wide that was. 4 at least, and they're back to 3 as Hammond gets ahead of that group. See Childs and Griffin. They cannot get away from each other. Looks like Jesse going to take it back for now. Or sorry, Griffin going to take it for now. He looks to be on the move. He's up to 8th. And the 92 has made it all the way to 2nd. Just now getting around the 53. He's going to set sail and look to track down that 33. He got by him once, but the caution came out so quickly that he didn't get the position, then couldn't quite get back around him on the next restart.
Griffin's on the move.
Up to 4th. Take a peek at his trajectory tonight. Look at that. He's made 3 stops for tires and 4 stops for repairs. And that's got him up to the top 4 on that 4-tire strategy that we know works so well. It just feels like the drivers are packed together tighter than they have been all night.
Been muted this whole time.
Yeah, I've been muting and then going doing race control stuff, and then I forget to unmute. I was just talking about Jamie. I was like, yeah, man, he's moving. He's moved from 11th to 4th in a lap and a half.
That's impressive.
Nobody heard me though.
Look at these trucks all stuck together again. The different tire strategies have a couple trucks dropping back, a couple trucks driving through the field. Hammond now has a 2-second lead over Griffin, who is now in third place as he gets around Michael Boyd. Aggressively pinches Boyd down to the bottom and says thank you. Jamie as high as he's been all night into third.
He's as high as he's been in 2 seasons. I bet he's grinning from ear to ear. I'm racing, boys.
Mama, I'm going fast.
Hey, that's my pick, though.
Yeah, I mean, we talked how it seemed like Griffin and Childs couldn't get away from each other. A lot of GEC experience between those two. Over 120 starts and 19 wins and 11 poles between Griffin and Childs. They know how to get it done. Jamie's not exactly pulling away from this group the same speed that he came up through him. Ryan Jones in the 43. He's looking pretty good there. Riding in fourth, just behind that 5 truck. Might take a peek to the inside here.
Yeah, I think he is. We might get him. Try to get him through.
Griffin throwing the block.
1 and 2 there. Uh-oh.
Checking in on the double zero. He looks to be in a mess of things. Back here.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, he's been dropping since the restart. I think he's one of the drivers on the less optimal tire strategy this time around. .50 laps to go. Feels like we've been 3 wide this whole race somewhere on the track.
I know it. Jamie getting all the way down to that white line. Oh, he gets a little loose coming out of 3, 2.
Yeah, he's looked like he's been driving pretty defensive here against Jones. But Jones
He loses that position
the
with
speed.
43 there. Jones.
Again, just great racing all around the track. That 2 truck battling with Sahadak. And in front of them, Simmons and Anthony. It wasn't that long ago we were watching all 4 of these trucks here in frame. Kiernan, Simmons, Anthony, and Yancey driving at the front of the field. His pit strategy has flip-flopped a number of drivers. And Simmons gets sideways, saves it, then has to use the wall. Some really cautious and smart driving there by the 00 to back up his turn so he could stay out of the 74 getting in the wall.
Got Culleton in the pits.
With 49 to go, this could just be a green flag strategy play. I think you can make it on one more stop if you were to stop right now.
And he took 4 in fuel, so Colton did.
Griffin back in third, got back around the 43. Finally starting to space out just a little bit. As everybody on 4 tires has kind of made their way up through the folks on 2 and no tires. Kiernan and Sahadak still fighting, though. That is the battle for 14th. Double Zero going to take it for now. It looks like Weibel's on pit road. Like I said, the pit window is open to make it on one more stop. At least I think so. We haven't really seen anybody have to run a full fuel cycle here tonight.
Yeah.
So we don't know what it is. My calculations had it somewhere between 20 and 22 as Simmons tags the wall again. 74 has been very well acquainted with the wall here tonight.
Yeah, he got a little loose on him. Getting late in that run, so. Got Hammond creeping up on Craighead here.
2/10 back now. The 92 has caught the 33. This sure looks familiar. Kiernan hitting pit road this time as well. At 92, he can catch him. He just can't quite get around.
Just give it a shot here.
.92 to the inside.
Just not enough there. That outside line just gets all the momentum there.
Yeah, it's going to be curious to see how these drivers decide to kind of play out their final pit strategy here. We've got a number of drivers, Como now, Simmons, Featherston, all on pit road. Taking a look at lap times, both Craighead and Hammond are almost 2 seconds.
Oh, we got Simmons on the inside in the grass. What happened to him? I think he may have lost coming out of pits.
You called it, Joe. Just on the apron. Hits that shift a little too hard.
Yep,
Sends him
it
around.
happens. I've done it. Hell, I done it at Daytona, so except for mine was a downshift. An accidental downshift.
I still remember, I think it was A.J. Allmendinger dominated a race at Sonoma about 10 years ago and missed a shift heading into turn 1 and blew the motor. So it happens to the best of us. Luno now on pit road. Craighead and Hammond.
That dirty air is just not helping Hammond out right now. He gets up into that bumper, but he just can't make the pass. It's you know they're playing chess right now too. When to go in, when not to go in. You know they want. They're probably on the same strategy. So
Yeah, they're about 19 laps into this run, so they're going to be pitting in the next 4 to 5
This is
laps
pit.
at the most.
Hammond looking to the inside. Look,
He's ahead, but can he slide up and get it? He's going to take it away. 33 gets loose. As they're coming up on some lap traffic from drivers who have pitted already. Looks like Robert McMillan the next one. Now 33 back to the inside. He's going to fight back. He's not quite clear, though. 92 keeps it for now. These two are putting on a show for us tonight. Oh, they're both so close to the wall. Just trying to get everything out of this track as McMillan is fighting for his life to stay on the lead lap. Khan and Childs on pit road. And there comes the 33, aggressive to pit road. Slides it right in by the entry cone. And that's going to bring a whole bunch of drivers to pit road with him. But Hammond and Griffin stay out. Griffin is about 3 seconds behind that 92 truck. McMillan a little loose there, trying to hold on to that lucky dog position until Hammond can pit. So Haydak now on pit road. Here comes the 92. We'll see if Griffin comes with him. He doesn't. He stays out to lead a lap. Jamie Griffin in the lead. He's got 5 seconds over Anthony. And more or less, they are the only two trucks that have not pitted yet on this cycle. Looks like there might be a number of other trucks making their way to pit road right now.
Jamie was in the wall coming out of 2 there. As soon as he tapped the wall, he then keyed up and said, pitting in.
That's the time to go. He clips the grass even on the way in.
He gets down to speed. He's good to go.
Now the pit cycle almost complete as Anthony stays out in that 42. He's back leading laps. And as soon as Anthony hits pit road, we'll be able to see how this whole thing cycled out. Who are the winners and losers? Well, this green flag stop is... This is going to be a little difficult for the 42. He's got cars on fresher tires going underneath as a caution comes out. That is going to trap pretty much the whole field a lap down.
Wow.
Setzer involved. Yeah, it looks like he was just loose and had to check up the 43, not cutting him any brakes, into the back of him. And this is going to really shake it up, guys. We've got the top 5 still on the lead lap. Only Anthony hasn't pitted. And he might even be in danger of running out of gas here because pit road...
It's not going to open up.
Might not open up fast enough. The whole field is spread out all over the track. Usually iRacing waits till everyone's pretty much caught up to open pit road. We'll see how this gamble pays off. Anthony now 25 laps on this tank. That is the longest we've seen anyone go. But his gamble of staying out to get this track position, if he doesn't run out of fuel before pit road opens, and he might be coming down while it's closed. I'm not seeing a black flag. I think he's okay.
Who is that?
Anthony. I think pit road opened for him just in time. Let's take a look at his position chart. You can see he dropped all the way back to around 20th and then just stayed out as long as possible. So when this cycles out, he is going to be in 4th or 5th. And the only car on the lead lap with fresh tires. So his gamble paid off big time. Then we're going to see the other 4 drivers stayed out because they just pitted. They're fine. Griffin actually on the freshest tires of that group, other than Anthony.
Yeah, he's got like a lap.
And then we're going to see about 20 cars take the wave around right here because they have to.
Yeah.
And some of those drivers like Kiernan and Wyville, they've already put 10 laps on their tires. They're not going to have speed compared to any of the guys on 4. fresh right here. And so we're looking here at Griffin. We know he's taken at least 4 sets of tires. But from here to the end, he only needs 1 more if this stays green, and then he's got another one in the bank. I'm not sure if he took tires on any of those stops where he made repairs, but we know he's used at least 4 sets up. Looking at Craighead. Craighead has used 4 sets. Hammond has used at least 3, probably 4 as well. Anthony just used his 5th set of tires, so he's got 1 left to make that green flag stop. We got Austin Heim in the chat saying Hammond's gonna win this thing. Looking at Hammond, I think, yeah, like he's used 3
Hey,
sets at
Dusty,
least.
I'm gonna step away for a second. Will you listen out for me?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I'll be right back.
This has been a heck of a race. Here, the Revlimit Workshop 240 with the THDesigns Truck Series here in the GEC NASCAR League. And if you like this action on Tuesday nights with the trucks, we've got our Cup Series racing on Thursday. Same track, a little more laps. All the same action, including the 3 handsome fellers in the booth right now. We're all going to be racing on Thursday. Jamie Griffin going to be up in the booth covering that Cup race. You can find all the action right here on the GEC NASCAR YouTube page. You know the deal. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, bookmark, buy me a bouquet of flowers, whatever you like. We got the pace truck back down pit road after our 8th caution of the night. And we're racing one more time. Craighead out front. Anthony trying to get 2nd place away from Hammond. Again, Anthony is going to be on the freshest tires of anybody in this group. Next in line would be Griffin. We've seen Hammond and Craighead with speed all night long. Griffin goes all the way to the bottom. Hammond almost into the wall. And now Anthony tucks in behind Jamie as he makes the move on the 92 up to 2nd. We got 34 laps to go. Craighead pulling away like we've seen him do
Way
all
out
night on
there.
these restarts. Again, 3 and 4 wide battles all through the field. including
92 is knocking on the bumper of Jamie back there.
That's Hammond and Griffin fighting for 2nd position. Anthony has fallen in line there in 4th. Here comes the 92 down low. He clears him and then throws the block on exit. Jamie has to check up.
Yeah.
And again,
They
this
gave
is...
him a little shove there.
Yeah, I think with 32 to go and another pit stop coming, I don't know if you need to force it just yet. Yeah, we're checking in on some drivers from earlier in the race. Khan having some issues. He's now 6 laps down. Yeah, I think he got caught up in that wreck back around lap 70. Looking at this chart, he's made a bunch of repairs and just has not been moving forward since then. I hate to see that. He was having a great night. That lap, Hammond, I believe, is fastest on track. Let's take a look. Yeah, Hammond, fastest car on track, but the 2nd fastest is your leader, Cameron Craighead, doing his thing, and then Yancey in 8th. And that's the 9 truck. That's the same truck we said was out of the race, off the track earlier tonight. I'm not sure if he just needed a bathroom break or what, but Got that truck rolling now. Third fastest on track in 8th position moving forward. Jamie now having to fend off the 42. Anthony going by on the outside. Jamie trying to work that low line. Not quite there. Few positions back. You got Seawright battling with Chapman.
Oh, we have a yellow.
And there it is. Looks like maybe the... I don't know. I don't see really anybody too slow on track. Might need some help finding this one.
I'm looking.
Well, I don't have any off
I
tracks
have
or anything.
Featherston may have been off track there. Oh, yeah. 47. Really? 47 and 18. I think it was turn 4. He got into 47, got into 18. Spun it. I don't understand why that was a caution, though.
Ooh. Yeah, it looked like the 18
It corrected
shot
and went
to
on
the
back.
inside. And I don't know if the 47 had kind of calculated that they were going to be 3 wide on exit. Go take a look at that again. You see the 18 catches the 7 and then cuts down low. And I don't think the 47 expected the 18 to be where he was.
Yeah, I think he thought he had a little bit more room on the track to move up more.
So with our 9th caution of the night, the 8th one for a wreck, one other one being for our stage at lap 48.
Simmons is barking.
We got Weibel just picked up a black flag.
So that puts Simmons back on the lead lap.
Oh, I'm guessing he got an unsafe pit exit because he can't cut down to the cone there. That's not going to work out. Did you just see that flock of birds go by? We are riding.
I did not.
We are riding in the Goodyear blimp, and I just saw a flock of seagulls or something go by. Maybe some Canadian geese, if Dusty's watching.
He's been mighty quiet over there.
Yeah, what do you got going on, Dusty?
Not a whole
There you
lot.
go. I just seen him.
I don't want to say the wrong thing and end up screwing up the kind of feng shui you got going on. You got good mojo going right now. I don't want to screw it up.
You got something to say, you can say it.
Did he say feng shui?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's been a long day.
Gotta get that funk shui.
Feng shui.
Eventually, something somewhat fancy will come out of my mouth that's just completely out of character.
Got McCabe Esports saying they love the broadcast, especially the graphics and overlays. Appreciate it. Been working on those myself. Pretty happy with them right now, especially this driver position chart really tells the story of the driver. And if you're looking at the story of Cameron Craighead,
47, right?
he's at the front the whole time. Makes a 4-tire stop now and then to drop a little bit further into the top 10 and then makes his way right back to the front. He has led 72 laps tonight. Certainly looking like the favorite to win this thing when it's all said and done. But pole sitter John Anthony is on his outside. He's been through it. A couple wrecks. Then used a gamble there on pit strategy, staying out 25 laps. Longer than any other driver has the whole race. Got himself back into the top 5. And there he is now in 2nd. And behind them, how about Chapman? Starting around 16th. At one point, he was all the way back to 22nd. But for the last 20 or 30 laps, he's been in the top 5 battling now up to 4th. On his inside is Kiernan. He's got the most up and down day we've seen so far.
he's been all over the place, but he's up there now, though.
Yeah, high of 2nd, low of 26th. He's done it a couple times. All of these drivers in the top 5 on a journey, doing their thing. And we are green flag racing one more time with 27 laps to go. There's going to be one more pit stop to finish this thing up. And they're 3 wide already. Back in the pack. Hammond will not be denied. He has driven his way to the front over and over again.
Craig had wasted no time getting to that top.
The 92, 4 wide there for a moment. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. I'll make that 4 there as a Streetright just spoiled the party, but we got 3 of the Skidmark Motorsports drivers in the top 5, and Jessica knocking on the top 10 as well. They are having a night.
Yeah, the SMM crew ain't playing.
Ooh, Craig got into the wall.
Oh,
That's going to let Anthony get some momentum on him, and that's 3 wide behind him. As now Scotty Yancey is trying to get his way into the top 5. Again, he was out of the race. Oh, and Kiernan goes across the nose of Seawright.
Oh, he's almost over. Oh, he almost flipped it. No caution.
Yeah, he is going to make it back to the apron without any contact.
It almost blew over on him. He was looking out his window net at pavement.
3 wide as Yancey in the 9. And then, yeah, I'm not sure. Kiernan just comes down off the wall. You're right. He almost goes over. Let's go back and watch that move from the 9 to make this 3 wide. Just awesome racing. Checks up. Stays out of the 13. Plenty of room there. And then, yeah, I'm not sure. I think Kiernan was just thinking about how he wanted to enter the turn. Came down on Seawright ever so slightly.
He's going to have to change his britches after the race.
But again, this is just fantastic racing here with our truck drivers. And yeah, this is the proving grounds here at GEC. A lot of great drivers out on track. And a lot of drivers, you know, I hate to give somebody a most improved sticker to say that they weren't as good, you know, before, but the way everyone is driving, drivers that have been here a couple seasons, they're just improving so much. We love to see that here at GEC.
Yancey got a little loose on the exit on that one. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of new guys, and there's a lot of the same guys that's coming back from season 6, and those guys have really, it's night and day.
Now we got a 3-truck battle for the lead. Anthony, Craighead, Hammond down low. Again, we've just seen that high side have the momentum all night. Passes are hard to get done, and the only way to do it is to throw the slide job. There's the 33. Kind of goes to the middle of the track, trying to take some air off of the 92. It's not going to work, though. That actually cost him some speed, and he didn't carry that high line momentum as usual, and the 92 is in the lead, leading just his 3rd lap of the night, despite being in the battle the whole time. Now he's throwing the block. Just feels like Anthony is the one playing chess here, just waiting for these 2 drivers to slow each other down, to wreck each other's cars or trucks.
He's kind of sitting and waiting.
But there's only 20 laps to go.
Another yellow.
Let's see.
We got one on the apron, Como. 96. Is that another single car spin that brought the caution out?
From the looks of it, yep.
Let's jump back a lap. Follow the 96 truck. Racing
That is
there
another
with the 43.
single. Yeah.
Goes high all the way up to the wall.
I think it's because it come back out on the racing service. He come out way under. He wasn't maintaining pace when he first come back out, so.
I mean, yeah, he's tight. The 43 and the 96 getting together. And then the 96 trying to stay out of the grass. You're right. Comes back up on track into the racing line. Pretty slow. That's going to bring out the yellow. Let's go back and look at that again. I mean, they are right on top of each other. Here, Como kind of gets a run down the backstretch. And, yeah, I don't know. Now it looks like the 43 just pinched him too much. A little aggressive on the side draft. But that's going to happen here at the end of the race. And here we go. The pit strategy really shaken up. Hammond stays out in the lead. Abu Saeed stays out. He moves up to second. Ryan Jones stays out. So now we have 3 trucks still out there. And I've got to think they are gambling and hoping that there's going to be another caution, because I think they only have 1 set of tires left and they want to save it for a little bit later. Anthony and Craighead choosing to pit. Basically everybody else on the lead lap choosing to pit.
Is that all that Craighead had? Was 1 set?
I'm kind of guessing, right? So I don't know
Yeah.
exactly, but if I look back at his pit stops, I can see he has put on 5 sets of tires, including the one he just did. So I think he still has 1 more.
1 left, yeah.
So he's really probably in the best position. He's going to have fresh tires if this thing stays green. He's going to have another set if the caution comes out. Jumping back to Anthony, he has put on his last set. So Anthony has none left. Hammond, he's put on at least 5. Probably, he's probably put on 5. He might have I don't think he's put on 6, kind of based looking at the timing of his pit stops, but Abu Saeed has put on 5. He's got 1 in the tank, saving for 1 more stop. So, like I said, I think Craighead is in the best position because he's got an extra set and he's got fresh tires right now. But as we look at Scott Yancey, he's got 5 sets of tires. He might have used his 6th one up already. Anyway, we're 1 to green. Looks like Luno just picked up a black flag.
And just cleared it. Let me get over here and mark that down.
We've got 18 laps to go. Maybe 17 at the line again. Everyone who just pitted, so that's everyone from 4th on back, can make it from here. They don't need to stop. They might not even have tires anyway. But your top 3 of Hammond, Abu Saeed, and Jones, they're going to need to stop 1 more time in about 13 laps. So they are hoping for a caution before then to set them up with the freshest tires on the next restart for this strategy to work out. Everybody getting ready again. This could be the last restart of the night. Not a great start there for Hammond.
No, I think he's
Saeed actually gets a better
start
start because the 33 gave him a nice push.
33 is, oh Lord, here he comes.
He's going to shoot to the middle, wasting no time. Again, we've seen how fast fresh tires pay off.
Yes, indeed. Oh, he gets a little loose.
Oh, fresh tires are cold tires, though. Further back, Abu Saeed paying the price for his older tires. as Griffin puts him 3 wide, goes inside of Boyd. Going to try to make his way around the 21. Not quite going to clear him, though. Look out! Boyd checking up. I think that could have been a caution very easily. Here comes the 33. The 92 doing a pretty good job here on 10-lap older tires. It's the 33 kisses the wall. So does Anthony behind him. And the 9 of Scotty Yancey is in third. Doing his thing. Like I said, he was basically out of this race back around lap 25. And he was literally out of the race. Got back in, drive all the way up to the top 3 through the rest of the race. Great job by that 9 truck. As now Hammond has lost the lead to the 33 of Greg Head. And Yancey looks for a second.
Yeah, Yancey's not playing. It's swapped. It was his brother up there. Now,
Yeah, and there's a wreck.
Brother has-
Sellers, big wreck.
oh,
Caution's out. That's the caution. The 92 and the 2 we're looking for. They're still going to be way back in traffic. They're going to, I mean, Abu Said is already back to, I think, 17th. So he is ready for some tires. Let's take a look back at what happened to Sellers. 3 wide. Griffin on the inside here as they come down the front stretch. The 5 truck going to clear this whole pack, get out front. Sellers loose. Then just sitting in the middle and gets, did he get crowded?
I think the 2 came off the wall there and got down into him a little bit there.
I'm wondering, though, if it was the car to his inside.
I think it was the car to the outside there. The number 2 kind of,
Yeah.
he just came off that wall there, right there at the last second.
And they're almost 4 wide, so everyone in close quarters, not a lot of room to work with. The 2 on those older tires, I'm sure his truck is a handful as all of these fresh tire drivers go flying by. But he's going to be able to come down pit road, get those fresh tires, and this is it. Smoke them if you got them. You got any tires left on pit wall, I think now's the time to put them on, and so does Hammond and Jones.
Okay.
So they're going to have probably about 10 laps when we get back to green here.
Uh-oh.
Looks like McMillan picked up a black.
Need black clear. I have the paper and it over yellow.
All right, Dusty, how you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. Something broke on me. I'm trying to fix it real quick before I end up losing the ability to actually do it.
So we've got just 13 laps remaining. We are under caution. Riding out the end of this Revlimit Workshop 240 here with the THDesigns Truck Series. Riding along with that pace truck. Looking back on Craighead and Yancey, Jamie Griffin are your top 3. Again, let us know in the chat who you think's got this one wrapped up. Sure, it looks like that 33 has been strong all night. We got Yancey and Griffin hungry for a win.
All right. Y'all see my pickup there, right?
Yeah, we'll see how it ends. All right, that pace truck is off through the restart zone. Craighead with a great start there, and Yancey on the outside checks up just a little bit. That's going to let Jamie Griffin to his inside. Griffin and Yancey, door to door. Craighead trying to use the high side to keep his momentum up, build that gap. Oh,
There goes
Yancey goes
Yancey.
around off the front of Boyd.
Yeah, got it fixed.
got some wreck a little bit further back also.
We got wrecks everywhere.
Yeah, we did.
Right here. Let me take a look at. Oh, the 9 truck just gets loose on exit. 21 has nothing he can do about it. Oh, there goes Featherston. I think that's who that was, the 18. Oh, they're 4 wide and reacting to that wreck. Gets in contact with Hayes. Going by. Colleton just makes it. Oh, but Como doesn't. And that looked like, Como disappeared pretty quick. Did he get disqualified there?
Let's see here.
Looked like
I
as
am
soon as he picked up the
showing.
contact, he just went
I'm
out.
showing Hayes and Como are the only ones that have been DQ'd for incident points.
Yeah, so the 82 and the 96 both picking up just a smidge of contact there. That's going to end their night. We got our 12th caution. So, again, we did the announcer's curse. We talked so much about the great drive that 9 truck was having tonight. Got loose. And that has shifted him back to 16th. And brought Jamie Griffin up to 2nd. He's going to be on the front row for this restart with about 7 to go. Everyone on track can make it on fuel. I don't think anybody's coming to pit road again. Everyone in the top 8 on the exact same tire life. 4 fresh tires back on lap 101. You've got Luno came in 1 lap later. But Hammond is in 10th. We've seen him have passing speed all night. Back in 10th, he's got 5 laps younger, fresher tires than everyone in front of him. Will that be enough? Yeah, a lot of stories here at the front. I mean, Craighead has been dominant all day. It would hurt to see him not come away with the win after the drive he's had. And then right behind him, Jamie Griffin, forced into a temporary retirement to jump into a broadcasting role for the last 2 seasons here at GEC. A 2-time champion.
Fixing to have this restart on the outside pole.
And then right behind him, the 21 of Michael Boyd. Last week's winner looking to go back-to-back to start the season.
Yeah, Craighead had a really good race at Daytona, and then just right there late in the race, it didn't end well. Got caught up in an accident.
And behind him, Jonah Seawright.
Got Walt up there. Walt's due, man. Walt's due for a win.
Right.
Seawright making his 18th start here at GEC tonight. Looking to break into that winner's circle. Chapman, newcomer. You mentioned Walt.
I can see Hammond back there putting some heat in them tires.
Walt making his 24th start here with GEC tonight. So a good mix of newcomers, rookies, veterans here of the league. Everybody mixing it up tonight. Yeah, this is gonna be exciting. I hope we can keep this green, let this tire strategy and hard racing play out. Here are gonna be 7 laps to go back at the line. Pace truck is off. And there's the green flag. Griffin doing everything he can. Keep it with Craighead, who's just gotten great jumps as the leader all night. Boyd inside of Seawright.
Oh,
Back there, Walt 3 wide. And here comes Hammond up the middle. He knows he doesn't have a lot of time.
He almost lost it. Woo! He almost took Walt out.
Yeah. He almost took a bunch of drivers with him.
He's pushing it.
Seawright has claimed 3rd place ahead of Boyd. Walt in the wall. Oh, he almost comes down on Hammond. Hammond now up to 8th. Coming up on the bumper of Kiernan and Luno. He's inside of the 6. Outside the 64. Looked like he had to check up a little bit as the 64 gets a great run. Now Boyd battling with Chapman. As Craighead builds his lead ahead of Jamie Griffin in 2nd. Now 6/10. Great racing all the way through the field. They're 3 wide.
Yeah, I don't know where to watch.
Yancey brothers are battling each other with Sellers back around 13th. Sahadak is trying to hold off Childs and catch up with Kiernan.
Oh, Griffin's closing the gap.
Seawright
Yeah, I see that.
under fire
He's
from
making a
Boyd.
push.
Oh.
Jamie is there. He cut that in the last lap.
Yeah, he did.
Took about a half second out of the lead. Hammond is the fastest car on track. Just turned the fastest lap of the whole night from 7th position.
Pushing.
The only driver all night long to break into the 40s on lap time. And it's coming at the right time. As Griffin and Seawright claw at that lead that Craighead has. And we've got the top 6 cars are all within a second of each other.
Yeah, you're fixing to have a top 6 battling out on the last lap for the win.
Jamie
If they
trying
can
to
get up there to
enter high
Craighead.
and exit low. Get some clean air on entry. I don't know what the right move is to catch Craighead.
You're gonna have to get in front of him and give him that dirty air. He's too fast. He's been up there all night. Nobody's been able to get past him. But if you can get past him and give him that dirty air, that's probably gonna be your only shot.
33 doing everything he can to put dirty air on the nose of the 5, and the 5
He's
just
right.
kept poking out a headlight
I think
just to get some air.
I think he needs to get to the outside of him. It's the only way
He's
he's got a
protecting
chance.
that bottom.
There it is. He looks high. It's so much easier to throw a block high
Jamie.
mid-turn, though.
Come on.
And he's gonna get a run here.
There it is. A
Oh.
little bit of contact. The 5 to the inside.
Let him know.
I draft.
2 laps to go. Here in the Revlimit Workshop 240. THDesign Truck Series, and the 5 is there, looking low.
Will he get up high enough here? Will he get it?
He's got him. He's just got to take it.
Keep the man. Come on, Griffin.
He's
Come on,
there.
man.
He's also trying to think about blocking. He knows the 33 is going to shoot low if he gets the chance.
He's gonna have to go low. Oh,
There it is.
Keep that momentum. Yeah.
Then we have the
33 is loose.
Last lap.
Jamie slaps the wall. There's contact.
Oh,
White flag comes out. 1 lap to go. Side by side for the lead. A 2 times champion. fighting with the 33 of Craighead.
He's gonna try to undercut him here.
Craighead goes the slide job. Jamie with the crossover. He's loose. Doing everything he can. That might have cost him. He's going to get a run here, though. Using that draft to put himself in position to make one more move.
Craighead goes to the bottom.
As they come around the final time, the 33 leads 92 laps and holds off a past GEC champion for the win. Jamie Griffin gets a podium in his return to action after a 2-season hiatus. And Chapman makes his way by Seawright to pick up the final podium position. What a finish.
I know it, man. It's crazy. That was a good race.
I'm not sure what else you could hope for. We did have a heavy amount of cautions maybe, but other than that, a perfect race as a spectator.
Yeah, I think we had, 10, 11 cautions, but I mean, 120 laps. That was a lot of good racing in this race. You couldn't ask for a better race. The ending like that, especially for Jamie coming out retired, coming out and
we got a lot that we're gonna have to live up to Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Again, if you like the action you saw here tonight with the trucks, we have our Cup Series racing Thursday night, also at Autoclub Speedway. Should be just as much action, if not more. Congratulations to Cameron Craighead, Skidmark Motorsports, having a night. They were up front, started on the front row. At one point, they were 1, 2, 3. And then Craighead able to hold on there at the end for a fantastic finish. That was incredible. So let's see if we can pull some of our podium drivers up into the booth. I'm gonna look for Chapman. If we can find him, should be in the dirty south. Team chat. Now I just got to find my own broadcast booth to put him in. There he is, the 07 car of Chapman. You got a copy, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
Congratulations on the podium finish here at Auto Club. What a race. I mean, we had 13 cautions and then came down to just some great side-by-side beating and banging. Tell us about your night.
Man, got behind the 8-ball really early right there with that, having to use that fast repair early in the race. So I was trying to just ride safely as possible, but getting through the field. But, man, this Dirty South Ford, man, it was quick. I mean, once I got tires, I was able to keep up with them. I started to think I wasn't going to be able to keep up with them, but ended up I was doing pretty decent.
Absolutely. I mean, all night long we just saw all this pit strategy kind of play out over and over where 4 tires looked dominant, but everybody probably trying to save a little bit towards the end of the race. How did you decide when to take how many tires?
Man, my Dirty South team, they was in the chat over here, and that's helping me out, and we was all trying to stay on the same strategy there. That way we could halfway all be there at the end.
Well, congratulations again. P3 on the night. Hard fought battle. You were as low as 22nd there, fought all the way back in the top 5 for the second half of the race. Anybody else you got to send some shout outs to or thanks?
I just got to thank y'all at GEC for putting on this great league, man. I mean, it's just fun to come out here on Tuesday nights and be able to run with competitive and clean racers like this, and just my Dirty South team in general for offering me a spot on this truck team this year. And I know I got a bunch of sponsors on the truck. I probably need to study those a little more, but I just got to thank all the sponsors. Alexander Otto, that's the main one I know of. He sponsors me on the weekends as well.
Well, we love having fresh faces here to battle with our Grizzly veterans like Jamie Griffin. So congratulations again on P3, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you next week.
All right, next up, P2. He was in the lead there with 1 to go, but some great battling with the 33 is Jamie Griffin. Jamie, you got a copy?
Gotcha.
Tell us about your night, man. We saw you starting in the back. You get caught up in an early caution, and we watched you on pit road. We could see you're saving that fast repair, it looked like, getting those repairs done, and then you just slowly and methodically made your way back through the field. Tell us about it.
So actually, I did use my fast repair on lap 2.
Oh, okay.
So I was actually battling damage for majority of it, but I'd have to go back and look at that first caution on lap 2, but ultimately, I can't say anything other than we were racing so close together. But other than that, man, just working from the back to the front, from the back to the front, I had to do it a couple times up there fighting with Hammond and Craighead, but man, right there at the end, catching up to Craighead and leaving a gap behind the guys behind us, just me and Craighead, that I'm still shaking from it.
Yeah, we were cheering for you up here in the booth. Barrow picked you to win, so he was really excited to see you up there at the end.
You might not have won it, but that streak's still alive, though.
But yeah, I mean, just a fantastic battle between a 2-time champion and one of our newer faces. I know Craig had raced with us last season as well, but it's just so great to see the veterans and the younger guys all racing together. Great racing. Who you got to thank for tonight's performance?
And first and foremost, I have to thank GEC. Everybody that supports GEC, drivers, watchers, admins, everybody. If it wasn't for all of you guys, we wouldn't even exist. So thank you all for being here, and thank you all for helping out and doing what you do every single day. I have to obviously thank all of the teammates that have ever raced with me in the past, and Barrow, obviously, thank you for picking me. But yeah, thank you guys so much. It's mainly you guys. Thank you.
All right. Well, congratulations again on the podium finish in your return to racing after a 2-year break. And we're looking forward to see what the Cup drivers could do on Thursday. Jamie going to be in the booth for that one, so tune in if you like this action. Jamie, we'll see you again next week.
You got it.
All right. Last but not least, Craighead in the 33. I mean, you basically were in the lead the whole race. You led 92 of 120 laps. Tell us how you did it.
I mean, Skid Mark provided me with the best truck on the field. But in all seriousness, I felt good. This track is really methodical with runs and how you put passes. So, I just qualified well, which me and my teammate did front row, and we just worked together, gained gaps, just stayed patient, kept the tires, and just played smart. We watched, throughout the run, you had to watch the lanes because they changed a lot, so staying adaptive really helped as well at the end there.
Yeah, we kind of saw all race that 4 tires was the obvious right choice. The only question was, were you going to have enough sets left at the end? By my count, you still had a set of tires sitting on pit wall, so how did you hold the lead and conserve your tire sets so much?
Me and my teammates discussed it a lot. We wanted to keep a set for the overtimes because we were pretty certain that it was going to be, a little bit sketchy down at the end. But so we decided to give up a pit cycle during the stage break. Luckily, we came across a caution a few laps later, and it came out to our benefit. So we went down and got tires. I won the stage, which looked really good, and my teammate, I think, got third. So really great day and came out.
It really was a great day for your team. Skidmark Motorsports starting on the front row, and then at one point you were running 1, 2, 3. Just fantastic to see the teamwork playing out there. Who else you got to send some shout outs and thanks to?
Yeah, I want to shout out Race Labs, my main sponsor, Skidmark Motorsports and Chevy for providing the team truck, and I want to shout out Wesley Lynch for providing me this opportunity to be in this truck and drive fully paid for and get to dominate this season. I want to shout out Team Conti, Outlaw Performance. I want to shout out all my competitors, especially Jamie right there at the end. That was one of the best battles I've ever had. That was really fun. It was mano y mano there at the line, and luckily it stayed green, and we took it. I want to shout out you guys for the broadcast. I'll shout out GEC in general for hosting all these races and having a great week.
Yeah, we appreciate you too. Like I said, it's just a real full circle moment for the league to see a veteran / founder of the group battling it out with one of our, you've been here for a season, but one of our more recent drivers that joined, to see a 30-car field just battle it out side by side all race long. Just fantastic. Congratulations on the win. You were the car to beat all day long, and you did it.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll see you next week. And that is going to wrap it up for us here at GEC eNASCAR League with the THDesigns Truck Series in the Revlimit Workshop 240. So we take a look at our final results. It was Craighead coming out first, then Jamie Griffin, Chapman, Seawright, and Boyd rounding out your top 5. Sahadak, Kiernan, Hammond, Childs, and Scotty Yancey in 10th. Then Kyle Simmons, John Anthony, Sellers, Featherston, Abu Said, Culleton, Luno, McMillan, Wyville, Jones, Aaron Yancey, Ricky Setzer, Khan, Faria, Hayes, Como, Park Stanford, and Weaver rounding out the 28. And then Shrek and Dusty keeps sneaking his way into the leaderboards one way or the other. He wasn't in the race. So a great race by all of our drivers tonight. I know we had a lot of cautions, but it just felt safe and respectful when wrecks were coming out. It's just because we were 3 and 4 wide and the tires were wearing off these things. So another great race. And again, if you like the action here with the Truck Series, check us out on Thursday with our Cup Series action hitting Autoclub Speedway as well. For me and everybody in the booth, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.